What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair video. Today, we are gonna finish this investigation and start the beginning of the first half of the trial, because without a doubt there's gonna be a second half of the trial. Alright. We need clues. And that there's nothing particular. Okay. Alright, Sonia, do you have any clues? I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone who you would normally run into. However, while I was staring at these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me. The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism. Let's rip them apart so we can confirm it. Hold on! If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly mess with it? Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What? Is she trying to say all great? Stop! There's no bomb! You'll know if you just pick me up. See? All you'll feel is soft weight of cotton. You are right. Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. I'm gonna give you guys a hint. Then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing has gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. I feel relief. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base, or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon. I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it. Did I say something I should have not said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Okay, we have this count in hand. Something that involves Nagito. Shoot. But the plushies. No. Manufacturing equipment? Nope. Seems like I got all my clues here. That was remarkably simple. Now, head to the military base, because without a doubt there's obviously some clues there. I also know Nagito's room is another place. Ah, found it! What did you find? Now that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like this. A survival knife? Why is there a survival knife? Wait, that's... It's the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's hand, right? Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. Huh. Alright, Kazuichi, you have any clues? Damn it! This dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous, seriously. If they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Helicopter. Tank. No. Truck. Truck here. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Looking here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth. And as I expected, the bombs have disappeared. I thoroughly searched them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. Oh, never mind. He said as much as in his video message. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No. Is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. No clues, weirdly enough. What else is there? Chiaki's there. Where would Nezumi Castle? Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely clue and evidence that something was that spear was taken here. The spear with a flashy ornament on it. Yeah. The spear is definitely it, right? Just as I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a way at the end of it. Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear gun gear, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife? Yeah, they could have killed him. Just killed him with the knife. And it would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this, with the unnecessary cord thing on it, would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What would that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he died. Oh, there's no point thinking about stupid things like that. I haven't investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is basically like the, So, even after we went to all these places, all these things, doesn't matter in the end. Because, there's no clue to actually solidify this. Clark. Hey, Chiaki.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room? Do?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the glass trial. She's begging me to do so while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Tough crowd.
Then do it! It's because it's made out of a black pea paste. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then.
Now then.
Loose. Bye-bye.
See? I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does that door open with a spell like that? Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside that door. Yeah, you're right. So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? Can't even imagine. Holy cow, this place actually looks similar to Hajime's room. Jeez. Two of the smartest people on the island. Both having cottages similar to one another. How weird. When you see the absolute hope become the absolute becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He has been especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be in here as well. Alright.
No.
Why Nagito's bathroom out of all places? There's a lot of books here. The range here. Nagito bring them from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed into the shelves. It might take a lot of time to go thoroughly through that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later. Yeah. Why is there a fridge? There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go through the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cool drinks? As I talked with Jackie, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. What? Huh, there isn't much inside. There's only inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dairy substance to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the bottle out of the refrigerator and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death. Hey, this is... Yeah, looks like it's poison. Poison?! Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in more detail. But be careful with the bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it! If you worry me like that, I'm going to get nervous. Oh, dang, that's a lot. Okay, I grabbed the bottle with trembling hands, began to read the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monakuma's special poison. This enhanced liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its velocity is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. Vaporized? You mean when it turns into steam? It turns into a gas? In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and it is suspiciously to hydraulics. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by cooling in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from the sunlight. It sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this? That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Apply to the bomb. There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon inside the funhouse. That place literally has everything you need if it's dangerous. Guns, bombs, swords, knives, poison apparently, grenades, RPGs, and so on and so forth. I wouldn't be surprised if that place had tank shells inside it too. He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would happen if he accidentally tripped and broke in the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison, huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap.
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using the poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be really bad. It could potentially kill someone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Something that bottle said got to me. Turning into a gas. Liquid doesn't really turn to a gas unless it's due to high heat temperature. So that would mean the vape. Oh. Huh. What's in this treasure box? Fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is slowly standing out. Could this be... Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in pink sparkles and pink light. That treasure box. Jackie, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about is Nagito. Why would Nagito steal this? Or to find out. It might be good to see what's inside. Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know. If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen from Monami's place in the first place. It turned back towards his treasure box and cautiously opened the. Inside there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box? Like, it's something important. I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings, as if someone drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up, and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuga is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write this? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continue on the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I'm about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry tab. Day 16. We've been in the fun house for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey,
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Don't look at my notebook! Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand. Phew! I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of my notebook. Fortunately, you were a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief? Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student. Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? The diary? Seems that way. Now I'm curious. She's sweating. Honestly, I would believe that would be her diary, except for one small detail. She knew that we went to the final dead room. The only person that knew we went to the final dead room was Chiaki. So unless Monami was hidden somewhere, no one was supposed to know about it. What's going on here? The way you're phrasing it does not really give me any positive feeling. It's like I'm being lied to in front of my face. That's right, this is my porn diary where all my main secrets are hidden. Hey, you are a liar. What? You always show up out of nowhere. Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Why? There's no way you wrote that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can write the letter B. No, you can't, cause you have no fingers on your hands. See? Bullseye! I know, cause I'm the same way too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you mad to expose a weakling like you? So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
Hmm? What are you saying? There's no way a big brother will ever crush his little sister. An elder sibling trying to crush a little sibling. Or siblings trying to one crushing the other. I have to disagree with you considering Danganronpa 1. I mean, though it wasn't more of a crush, Mikuro just like got impaled. Brutally, might I add. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Huh? You said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it? Excuse me. Hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away. Same pattern as usual. Looks like it was a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Oh, actually, might be better that I didn't ask her. It's bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but
Hey,
there's something hidden under this bed. It's an unusual place to... yeah, like... Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peek under the bed and... Huh? There's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What's this? Gloves and a gas mask? Looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did you get these from the Octagon? Gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Well, it might involve the bomb. No, that wouldn't make sense. The poison, though. He did something with the poison, that's now confirmed. But the question is... what did he need the poison for? What did he plan to use it with? So many mysteries. Yet none of them can be solved at the moment. But it will be solved soon, I guess.
Hajime.
Was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around where I found the supermarket bag and... There's a small piece of paper on the floor too. A piece of paper? Made of blued aluminum? A round, thin piece of aluminum, It's similar to those seals that go on over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does this mean that this is just a piece of trash?
Wait,
Who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. Piece of blue paper. Well, it's under the bed. There's something here that I haven't looked at yet. For gloves, piece of aluminum.
Hey.
Maybe something in the bookshelf?
Well?
Oh, these, do they now?
Yep.
What? It's, oh shoot. I thought it was just a thing to comment about later. Boy goes through boys things. You might know there might be private stuff here. Well, that might be true, but... So, I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked towards the shelf. One by one, I started removing various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, they were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh? This is another one. That seal. Indeed, it's the School Badge of Hope Speak Academy. Does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's. I get so sad that this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly I realized something strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others, Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia, and everyone who died. I had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. My information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So does that mean the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height, my weight, and so on forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There's no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be there. It's not just my profile. The profile of everyone on this island is in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's all just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Jackie leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on. What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
So, what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you might be able to might be the traitor. No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason why I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life is totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason? How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuga for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds Byakuga doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through the profiles, right? Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter? That's that. Byakuga's true identity. True identity? He was a fake! That was pretending to be the ultimate influence prodigy Byakuga Togami. A fake? The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist. He's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuga Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in his killing school life? His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help it. Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you attain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway,
Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I could not talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partially to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on the contents, if I had to guess.
No.
Maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you met him for the first time, if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Help Speak Academy, you should have known about the Ultimate Imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Jeez, the Future Foundation's awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who is the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that? Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys wouldn't find out.
Could it be?
So, it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
correct.
It would be fun if you figure out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue. Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait. Excuse me for a moment. So it's time to begin the trial, huh? Alright. Let's get this over with. That chime just now.
What's most important for you? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out. That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
Huh. You actually did something different for once.
I'll see you soon.
The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days. He said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still,
I can't imagine that it's the real end. I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan. Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? Maybe it could be worse. Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
well,
But still, it's not a good idea to think about too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murderer. Pretty screwed. Oh yeah, we're definitely screwed. based on all the information we have, and all the information that I can really think of, the only thing I can truly think of that would work all together in the end is the fact that, well, Nagito killed himself. And that's the thing that actually makes this a bit of a problem. Because there's no proof to prove that. I mean, with everything provided, if it all fits, but the poison really changes that, because anything about that poison could be off. For all I know, Nagito planned that someone would take the poison. And for all we know, he accidentally kills someone while we're doing in the trial, so I don't know. But my only guess is Nagito killed himself. If I had to pick someone, it would either be Fuyuhiko or Sonya, mainly because they're the only ones that are aware of the situation. But it's worse, because all of us went to Nagito's dead body at the same time. If 3 people actually saw the body at the before everyone else did, it would greatly change who the killer is. I'm gonna collect my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
Still,
Well, you don't have much to worry about, huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting alone, you know. You're right. You're absolutely right. Take forever just to get from the second or third island to kill Nagito. No, that makes it even worse, because the only time someone could kill Nagito is if they set it up so that around noon, when the fireworks go off, bam! That's it. I don't know. So that makes it worse, because before we have no one. The after, we have no one. All I can really do is speculate and allow this to go on one step at a time. Even if the mystery can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah. Okay. I could have done that the whole time? I'm not pissed.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people? Stop it. You're making me depressed. You're making me depressed. All that. So it's going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through this, we can go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial. But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily. Why can't you believe it? That the guy who's making us do all this is saying... Doing all this is the one saying it, you know? That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can do that, if we can really go home after we deal with this trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? The feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking that it's Monaco, that is Monaco's trap, you know.
Huh?
What are you saying? There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's playing something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us. That's right. Damn right, stupid rabbit should jump in hell. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized after losing my powers. I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can truly be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? And when did she become so motivational? I do not know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined. What can you tell by looking into those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still.
Somehow I understand what Mommy is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial.
Yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I enter Monokuma's rock. Maybe.
Damn it.
Nagito was problematic in many ways. But he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the one who survived needs to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door opened slowly. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Well then, now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there's only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up!
Enough. Just shut the hell up. The fuck? Just start. And wow, I ruined the line. Wow. Never really expected that one. Hey, this is it, right? This is the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right.
Didn't I tell you? He said, this is the end.
Now then.
Let's get this class trial started. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komaeda, The ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he was the stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there was also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. If Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, the slight and threatening trial, glowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Yes, I would like to save my progress. I should actually have enough to actually get one more skill. Moonsault. It's not the best skill, but if it can help in anything, then I'll take it. That's all I got. So let's start this trial.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you?
She's literally done with what's going on. So can you really blame her for being a bit ticked off?
You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Shisto! One more time! Jeez! How about this one? This will be my final blow!
Oh dang.
Useless.
She's extremely more durable than I thought.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
Could be the case, but it still leads to a lot of flaws. Because at the time, because if we put it all together, it always leads back to one certain problem. Who actually had the time to prepare everything?
No, that might not be it. Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
This is going to be a problem. There's not a lot of evidence or clues to support what's going to happen. If anything, this is going to be very difficult because we have almost no clues at all. The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or... This is tough. Torture wounds, survival knife, duct tape. This is tough. Let's see.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Is that really the case?
That's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
No?
If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence.
No?
There's no way I'd torture someone.
Oh. This is tough. A few seconds in and I'm already covered with problems. It's true that it looked like he had torture wounds. He had burn rope. There was the survival knife. Blood on the left hand. Spear. Hanakuma plushie. Blood and Girl. This is a problem. I can't say that's not the knife. No. Or the wounds on Nagito.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
That's why he was so
Beat up.
No.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
No.
Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
No?
If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
No.
Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
It's gonna be tough. No. Were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place?
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured
Nagito.
No. No, that's not it.
Crap.
Let me look over this one more.
Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
The victim is Nagito Komeya. The body was discovered inside the warehouse factory near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death... Oh, okay. Let me think about this carefully. Both of Nagito's legs were tied up and roped. Each rope was tied to nearby pillars to prevent him from moving. His thighs were also okay. The rope on the right arm of Nagito was burned clean off. Still looks, sleeve looks clean. Survival knife. Oh wait, maybe.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Monokuma account? No. Oil liner.
Was covered with
I
wounds.
think it's the Monokuma account.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up.
No.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
No, that's definitely not it.
If so, the suspect
Is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko. I found it.
By coincidence.
No. No, wait, hold on. Oh man, this is really tough.
Didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
I'm telling you, they were torturing Nagito's body. It's because the killer
Killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why
was so beat up.
Ah, this is hard. So, it's saying there he was tortured. The burn rope. No, I don't see that working. Wait, is that even a clue?
What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
Duct tape.
Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
No. Duct tape.
If so, the suspect
is whoever found
That was Fuyuhiko. I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Oh wait, the Monokuma account can actually go well with Akane's thing.
The killer didn't take
Nagito's mouth. I'm telling you, they were the reason Nagito's body. It's because the killer. So that's why. What were they trying to find? Definitely the bomb's hiding. If so, is whoever first.
No! Dang it! What's the answer? This is hard. I actually can't figure this out.
Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
This is the problem. Monica must... Oh, wait. Monica... Oh! Monica plushie panel. Okay,
I'm telling you, they were torturing
that won't
him.
work. Survival knife. Okay, I gotta read these things carefully.
was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So, tortured wounds, burn rope, survival. No. It could be the survival knife.
So that's
I
why
really
he was
need-
so beat up.
I really do need to think about this carefully. The tape itself have a lot of crinkles in it as if it was... Wait. Could that be the case?
What were they trying to? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, is whoever found it. That was Fuyu. I found it by. There's no way I
Torture someone?
Oh my gosh. If this is it,
killer didn't.
I'm gonna hit myself in the head.
We're torturing him.
The
It's because the killer
Tortured Nagito.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, I'm an idiot. It was the most obvious one. Freaking idiot, I am.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
Yeah.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Is... Oh my gosh, are we seriously doing this?
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid. So the sim says, okay, what is it? Burn rope, survival night, duct tape. I'm gonna still stick with duct tape. It's been useful so far.
If Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you obviously assumed he couldn't talk. But that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Sounds reasonable. So it's something at the
Pay
end.
attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito
Okay, spear gun.
and got information about the bomb's location.
No.
Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
No! Spear wouldn't be able to do anything.
Crap! Pay attention. This is how it... First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
No. No. No, it has to be duct tape.
Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap. Pay attention. This
Okay.
is how it went. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location.
Nope.
Then,
Won't work.
after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
Nope.
Crap! Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location.
No, it's not the spear.
Then, after they killed him,
Survival knife. No.
taped his mouth shut.
No.
That was close, you guys.
Shoot. No, that doesn't seem right. No. There's three options. After they killed him, the Monokuma file would clearly prove that's different, but that makes no sense. If the Monokuma file was... It's not there. Let's see. The spear, gun gear, gun, duct tape. I don't think. No. For some reason, only the section where the cord. No. Maybe. No, that doesn't make sense.
Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
They taped Nagito's mouth after getting information from him. True, that sounds reasonable, but that clearly contradicts the truth. So it's about the tape. Okay, that's great. It's about the part where he gets killed. If he had listened to me until the very end, I wouldn't have to go through the trouble of repeating my. Okay, so it is that. Okay.
The killer tortured Nagi and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him,
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Hajime. You literally helped me there.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
what did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
Don't be stupid.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Are you an elementary school student or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer? If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
This coming from the woman that actually was trying to choke Nagito to death. I don't want to hear any hypocritical stuff like that at the moment.
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
That's true.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse. Yeah, and right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very... Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this. Some kind of setup? Like what? I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's all.
That is true.
Yeah. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Take this serious, Kazuichi. We only get one shot at this.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks.
Damn right it is!
Cool. Well, the panels. Well, it may have been a while, so... The Monokuma panels.
The direct cause of the fire was... the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
Yes, that's true.
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
No, duh.
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
No.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
It was...
Tipped over the lighter in some way. It could have ignited the curtain.
Yes, that's right.
Some way? Maybe they used invisible thread.
No.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
No.
Or perhaps opening the door caused...
Yes!
I agree with that.
I was confused there for a second, but I think I hit the white part of the text.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Just as I thought, It was the wind pressure! A dust that will blow near from glorious Japan!
No.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect? You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels.
Yeah.
So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Something they used to hide the domino effect. Probably... No, wait. No. Back up.
I see!
They used the music to make it loud.
Talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
Right. It all started and bam.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine. Open it slowly. Yeah, that was the thing. We wanted to get in, but it kind of wanted to open it slowly, and when it didn't work, she used force, and that force caused it to happen.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter. Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse,
I see!
the killer couldn't leave.
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
And we're all there. Is it really possible Nagito killed himself?
Does that mean they were
But that doesn't really make sense.
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used. You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murderer,
Hajime? What do you mean?
the person who set up the domino effect inside that warehouse, there's only one person who could have done that. Oh wow, this just went by really fast.
This is my answer! What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
And you're saying he's not crazy enough to do
Are you
that?
saying those were all self-inflicted?
It could be, but that also leads to multiple other problems.
Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
He's crazy enough to realize it. I mean, crazy enough to do it.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
Oh yeah.
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Not really. Nagito seems like the guy to have enough skill to tie himself up. Legs might be an issue, but if you preset the one on the left hand, sure. The problem is the right hand. Like he said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. The oil, I think it might be the burn rope this time.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Not very impossible,
Tying
but
just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
no, you have to
Or
reach.
if you use your front tail?
Joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
That's obviously impossible. Tying just the legs, tying both arms would be...
You couldn't do much with it. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
I think I have the answer,
Or
but
if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
To actually tie up your... That's obviously impossible. Tying just the legs and tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible yourself. Crap!
okay, maybe not.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Maybe you could use the Banakuma plushie?
Is one thing, but
The torture... okay. They were tied to nearby pillars. Burn a rope. No? Wait, maybe. Let's see. This has to be it, right? I mean, look at it. It's the only thing that can clearly prove it. But where in this argument can I do it?
tying both arms would be impossible. You couldn't do much with it. It'd be impossible if you... How about if you use... Or if you use your...
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Okay, it's nothing at the end.
To actually tie up
Wait,
legs.
oh
Tie
shoot!
up your own arms and legs. No, that's wrong.
Oh, that's my bad. That's my B. That is my B.
Hold on a second. Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms.
Yeah, because of the rope. Because the rope
The
is
rope
burnt
on his
off.
right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
The right sleeve.
I see.
Yeah, his right sleeve's clean.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
What the fuck? What?
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
What the frick is going on here?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you get back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Benjamin, that's like 20, right? A way to stab yourself in the right hand using your own right hand. It's okay. There's definitely an answer for it. Wait for that to happen. I think I have an idea. Yeah, it's the only thing.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air,
No, he would have to be very skilled.
could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Drop the knife somehow?
Yes.
I agree with that.
Because the Monokuma was the only thing that had blood.
He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then, if that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
Exactly.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something. A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
That's not thing. Right? Yeah, that's not a thing.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
The giant spear into his
The
gut?
spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito.
Yeah, that should be the case. Tying yourself up, having the knife and the Monokuma ready. The hole in the stomach ready too. So, first is getting all the stuff he needs and preparing them in the way he would need them to. Second would be to stab himself. Oh no, he would have to set up the spear. Then again, he can probably lay on his stomach and then just pull it up. Or, you know, like, no, he was holding it the whole time with a death grip, trying not to let go, while also trying to ignore all that pain. So yeah, the spear would be the definitely last thing to happen.
If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
No, Kazuichi, no.
Sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
I should have expected it.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand.
Even though that sounded completely wrong.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else. I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it. But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
Just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Momonami's sassing me.
Oh, dang! You stutter.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over. This might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
Kazuichi, shut up and let the big kids talk.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been... But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everything. No matter how many times I may be betrayed,
I also want to believe that there's no killer. But suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
She's right. We only got this far together with teamwork.
Everyone working together.
She's right. We made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then even now...
Let's do this.
Okay, I think I have an idea of what this could be. No, I already used that. Blood and left hand. Oil layer. Yeah, blood and left hand.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
Well, if we look at the thing with the blood and left hand. Yep, grip something to death.
Let's work together and think this through.
You are adorable right now, Chiaki.
His right hand was covered by the knife, right?
Yes.
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
Wrong.
That's wrong.
There we go. Okay, I'm getting back into the flow of this. I'm getting back in the flow.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood
Yeah.
splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that blood stain. But it's not the only unnatural blood stain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural blood stain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
he gripped something.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
He's tied up.
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the
Hey,
problem.
Shaggy, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it.
Really?
Good ankle. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Hang.
like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
The cord.
I see.
Yeah.
That's it.
Also regaining health. Awesome.
Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Depending on the person, but yes.
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
That part of the mystery, but even if it was suicide, what if he was holding it by a death grip? When was he supposed to let go? Plus, besides all that, you have to do it when fire started taking place. It takes a while before it actually goes all off. Nagito was gripped in the spear from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from there, how would he stab himself with his stomach with a spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan, Nate.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Perfectly aimed at his stomach. Nagito was facing up, the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it just before that, that's it. Could it be the stay of the spear, the fact that Nagito was holding up the cord with the attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure out where the spear was and what state it was before it stabbed Nagito. Don't be Hangman's Gambit. That would be yes. Logic drive. I can do. Okay. 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 Okay, no first question yet. We don't have a question yet. Question 1. Okay, it's above Nagito. Yeah. It was above him so that it could fall on him. Yeah, here we go. Oh boy. Oh. No. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I now have to dodge oh. I have to dodge projectiles? Are you freaking serious right now? Oh yeah. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? A ceiling grinder, right? Yeah. That's what it's called, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. No. Nope. Oh, frick. What? Connects both, the spear and the ceiling grinder. Spear. Yeah, I hope so. Come on, please be yellow, please be yellow. No! Okay. Yep. And I took a hit there. Okay. Alright, it was all blue. Okay. Weird, but okay. I can deal with this. Oh man, that was a bit harder than it looked.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular. In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That would be a bit cool, but no.
That'd be awesome, but he probably
Exactly.
used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
Yep.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
It would make it difficult. Even if Nagito was stabbed into his hand, it's kind of hard to deny it. If he had a second knife, he could have stabbed himself into the chest and stabbed his hand into the Monokuma, but that would leave more evidence.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping a spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
Yeah?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far?
Well, this may be true. This also doesn't explain why. Out of every character, if it was suicide, it would be a bit simple in a way, but Nagito's went above and beyond just to kill himself. Plus, the time wouldn't be exact. The time was exactly on point, so...
That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. It's seriously so messed up.
When it's put like that, maybe he did want us to kill us all?
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
But that also doesn't make sense. From what the files put, nothing really was off. I mean, maybe if it was just Hajime himself, but this doesn't make sense. It feels like he knew something that we weren't supposed to know. Jeez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathy towards him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. Mind-boggling malice that threatened us even after he died. That's the form of his malice. I've forgotten all about it till now. If he was here now, he'd probably sneer at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right?
Now that's the problem.
What became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
Putting it that way, it honestly wouldn't make sense, sadly.
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but this whole plan was a suicide thing to begin with. Do I feel uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh?
It doesn't feel right in a way.
That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right?
No.
It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Yeah. Wait, what?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't mess with?
You're gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence. I don't know. Is it the poison? Is it Monami? Something that even Nagito couldn't. That's a good question. What? A piece of evidence that Nagito couldn't mess with. That part seems clear.
And how?
Cancel
What could it be? Mask and gloves? No. Piece of blue paper? No. Poison? No. Not the makes sense. Something that he couldn't mess with. No. That doesn't make sense. No. No. Is this it?
Crap!
That's a good question. I can't think of it. I can't think of the answer. Monokuma's account? No. It can't be the Who Pope Speak Academy student file. It's not the poison. I already tried that. Blue paper? No. Not that one. It's not Monami's notebook. It's not that.
Ostia. Delivery won't. Walmart Plus.
How it was positioned just.
So as he was laying face up, it must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular.
Wait, what? Maybe this? Estimated.
I see!
He died at noon.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
It's time of death. The victim is Nagito. He was discovered there. Noon sharp. Not only is there... It doesn't talk about his death. It doesn't talk about what's killed him. It doesn't... Please tell me it's not what I think it is. cause of cause of T death. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't get anything wrong now. I can't get anything wrong.
In this particular case of Monokuma Bottle, there's no specific cause of death.
Not only there's... Yeah, it doesn't really talk about that.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
No, but it just seems too perfect. Noon sharp? At most, he would suffer.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
We're not in America.
Here he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have not. But even during Gundam's case, and before during Nikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
Sadly, we definitely do in this case. After his transformation in the fourth trial, it just wouldn't make sense to just say he would do something. While this is very hard to do, easy.
Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
Eh.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You were right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is freaking annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna...
We've come this far. Let's work. That's what I believe. Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair.
If all your hopes are united, no spirit can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. And this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. This is hard. This is the hardest trial yet. I thought the fourth trial and third trial were going to be the hardest. I thought the third and fourth was going to be the hardest. But the fifth one comes in and really destroys that. My health has never gone that low this easily. This trial is definitely the hardest one yet. And it's due to Nagito's case. How annoying. But it makes sense. So, it probably has to do with those gloves and tin. But in the case of overall sense, Nagito was planning his own death, so in this case it's kind of a suicide, so kind of a win in my opinion. How tough. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe button, support the channel, support the content provided, and so on and so forth. Hit the notification button. Oh wait, I think I already said that. But yeah, hit the notification button and subscribe button to support the channel, be alerted when new videos come out, and tell me what you think of Nagito's plan. It's freaking brutal as heck. And I have to say, out of everyone here, Nagito was a complete and utter genius. He made this very difficult, and he's able to understand things a lot more better than everyone else. Overall, he has really, despite his attitude and personality, he really earned my respect on this one. Of course he did. But yeah, with this all said, hope you'll enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!